Shri Gurubhyo Namaga. I am happy to welcome you all for our online teaching academy Ekalaiva. Class 12, subject Biozoology, Chapter 3, Reproductive Health. Today we are going to discuss about sexually transmitted disease. In short, it is called as STD, sexually transmitted diseases. Sexually transmitted diseases, STD, are venereal diseases or reproductive tract infections, are called as sexually transmitted infections. In short, it is called as STI. Normally, STI, sexually transmitted infections, are transmitted from person to person during intimate sexual contact with infected partner. If one is affected with STI problem, means we have a sex contact with the infected person and then the other person also infected with STI. Okay. Infections like hepatitis B and HIV, these two are the viral infection. So infections like hepatitis B and HIV are transmitted sexually as well as by sharing of infusion needles, surgical instruments, etc. with infected people, blood transfusion, or from infected mother to child. People in the age group of 15 to 24 years are very prone to this type of diseases, that means STI diseases. The bacterial STI are, please listen carefully, gonorrhea, syphilis, chancroid, chlamydiasis, lymphogranuloma venereum. So these are the bacterial STI. Then we move on to viral STI, genital herpes, genital warts, hepatitis B and AIDS. Trichomoniasis is a protozoan STI and candidiasis is a fungal STI. STI caused by bacteria, fungi, protozoans or parasites can be treated with antibiotics or other medicines, whereas STI caused by virus, so virus caused by STI, the STI caused virus cannot be treated with any antibiotics and it can be not at all curable. Okay, so STI caused by virus cannot be treated, but the symptoms can be controlled by antiviral medication. Latex condoms, the condoms which is made of latex condoms usage greatly reduce the risk but does not completely eliminate the risk of transmission of STI. By using latex condoms, we may have the chance of reduce the transmission, reduce the risk, but it does not completely eliminate the risk of transmission of STI. Clear, children? Prevention of STDs, that means sexually transmitted diseases. The first one is avoid sex with unknown partner or multiple partners. The first important prevention is we have to avoid sex with unknown partners. Second one, use condoms. Third one, in case of doubt, consult a doctor for diagnosis and get complete treatment. These are the three important prevention of sexually transmitted diseases. Next we move on to bacterial STDs. The name of the bacterial disease, the first one is gonorrhea. This gonorrhea bacterial disease is caused by the bacterial agent called Neisseria gonorrhoeae, and symptoms of this gonorrhea affects the urethra. Urethra is the part which expels the urine. So affects the urethra, rectum and throat, and in females the cervix also get affected. What is cervix? Cervix is nothing but a tissue which connects the vagina to the uterus. Okay, so the bacterial disease gonorrhea caused by Neisseria gonorrhoeae. The symptoms of this gonorrhea in male, it affects the urethra. Urethra is the opening of the muscles which leads to the opening of urine. That is the part, that is the organ which expels the urine outside. Okay, so affects the urethra, rectum and also in the throat. In female, it affects the cervix. So that bacteria affects the cervix and also get a series of damage in the cervix. And the second one, pain and pus discharge in the genital tract. Genital tract means vagina and reproductive tract. Okay, so pain and pus discharge in the genital tract and burning sensation during urination. While passing the urine, we feel a sensation, paining sensation or irritation takes place due to this bacteria. What is the name of the bacteria? Neisseria gonorrhoeae. What is the name of the disease? Gonorrhea. Okay. And incubation period is 2 to 5 days. The next one is syphilis. Syphilis is also one of the bacterial transmission, STI, sexually transmitted infection. It is caused by Treponema pallidum. So Treponema pallidum is the name of the bacteria which cause syphilis. Syphilis is the name of the disease. Symptoms: in primary stage, formation of painless ulcer on the external genitalia, and then in secondary stage, skin lesions, rashes, swollen joints, fever and even hair loss takes place. In tertiary stage, appearance of chorionic ulcer, lower legs, loss of movement, mental disorder and visual impairment also takes place. Incubation period, it extends up to 10 to 90 days. The third bacterial disease is chlamydiasis. It is caused by bacteria called Chlamydia trachomatis. Symptoms: trachoma affects the cells of the columnar epithelium in the urogenital tract and respiratory tract. The incubation period is 2 to 3 weeks or up to 6 weeks. And the last one, fourth bacterial disease, lymphogranuloma venereum. This lymphogranuloma venereum is caused by bacteria called Chlamydia trachomatis. Symptoms: cutaneous or mucosal genital damage, urethriasis, inflammation of ureters, and then endocervictitis, that means inflammation of cervix, and locally harmful urination and genital elephantitis. These are the symptoms of lymphogranuloma venereum. Incubation period, it also extends up to 2 to 3 weeks or even up to 6 weeks. The next one is viral STI, viral sexually transmitted infection. In that first one, genital herpes. The first viral STI, genital herpes, it is caused by virus herpes simplex virus. Herpes simplex virus. Symptoms: sore in around the vulva. Vulva is one opening of the vagina. Sore is nothing but very painful, very painful, unexpected painful takes place in the vulva. Vulva is the mouth opening of the vagina, and then even vagina, urethra in female, and so in and around the penis in male. So this virus cause sores. So sores means very painful takes place in the vagina, and then during urination, the pain, very unexpected pain, serious pain takes place. So pain during urination, bleeding between periods. And third symptoms, swelling in the Gorion nodes. Gorion nodes is nothing but the joints the joint which connects the leg and the abdomen. So junction between the abdomen and the legs is called Gorion. They have some lesions, swelling, itchiness takes place. Okay. So incubation period, it extends up to 2 to 21 days. The average is 6 days. The second viral disease is genital warts. It is caused by virus, human papilloma virus. In short, it is called as HPV. Symptoms, hard outgrowths on the external genitalia. Second one, cervix and perineal region. So incubation period, it extends up to 1 to 8 months. Third viral disease, hepatitis B. Hepatitis B is caused by virus, hepatitis B virus. In short, it is called as HBV. Symptoms of this disease, the first one is fatigue. Fatigue means very dull, can't able to do any work. Okay. And then jaundice, fever, rashes, and even stomach pain also takes place. And then liver cirrhosis, enlargement of liver, liver damage, and then liver failure takes place and leads to a severe problem in the liver. Okay. So incubation period, it extends up to 30 to 80 days. The next fourth viral disease is AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. This AIDS is caused by virus HIV, human immunodeficiency virus. Okay. So symptoms, enlarged lymph nodes, prolonged fever, prolonged diarrhea, sudden weight loss, and then night sweating. Incubation 2 to 6 weeks, even more than 10 years. So these are all the viral diseases, viral STI disease. Okay, viral sexually transmitted infections. The next one is fungal STI. In that first one, candidiasis. Candidiasis is the name of the disease. It is caused by fungi, Candida albicans. The fungi name is Candida albicans. Symptoms, attacks mouth, throat, intestinal tract, and vagina. And then vaginal itching takes place, soreness, and then abnormal vaginal discharge, and pain during urination. So these are all the symptoms of candidiasis. This candidiasis is caused by fungus called Candida albicans. The next one is protozoan STI. The name of the disease is trichomoniasis. This trichomoniasis caused by protozoan called Trichomonas vaginalis. Symptoms, vaginitis, greenish yellow vaginal discharge, itching and burning sensation, and then urethritis, epididymitis, and prostatitis. So urethritis means, epididymis means enlargement of epididymis, and prostatitis means enlargement of prostate gland. Urethriasis means enlargement of urethra. So all these are the symptoms of the protozoan disease trichomoniasis. Symptoms, it extends up to 4 to 8 days, 4 to 28 days. And then the next one is cervical cancer. As I said earlier, cervix is a tissue which connects the vagina to the uterus. Okay, so cervical cancer is caused by a sexually transmitted virus. So this is caused, this particular disease, cervical cancer, is caused by improper sexual contact. It is also caused by virus. So cervical cancer is caused by sexually transmitted virus called human papilloma virus. HPV, human papilloma virus, may cause abnormal growth of cervical cells. They have undifferentiated mass of growth of the cervical cells. The most common symptoms and signs of cervical cancer are the pelvic pain, pelvic region, unexpected pain in the pelvic region, increased vaginal discharge and abnormal vaginal bleeding. So these are all the most common symptoms of cervical cancer. The risk factor for cervical cancer include, first one, having multiple sex partner. So having multiple sexual partner, then prolonged use of contraceptive pills. So these are all the risk factor for the cause of cervical cancer. So cervical cancer can be diagnosed by pap smear combined with HPV test, and then X-rays, CT scan, MRI scan and PET scan may also use to diagnose the stages of cancer. The treatment option for cervical cancer includes radiation therapy, surgery and chemotherapy. The modern screening techniques can detect precancerous changes in the cervix. Therefore, screening is recommended for women above the age of 30 years once in a year. Cervical cancer can be prevented with vaccine. So above the age of 30, everyone should check the cervical cancer. The screening is recommended above the age of 30. The primary prevention begins with HPV vaccination of girls at the age of 9 to 13 years before they became sexually active. Modification in lifestyle can also help in the prevention of cervical cancer. Healthy diet, avoiding tobacco usage, preventing early marriage, practicing monogamy and regular exercise minimize the risk of cervical cancer. Thank you children. We will see in the next class.